You want to know how to make these frosty autumn nails? Well, I'm about to show you. First, let's go over what we need. A 5mm liner art brush, our dark brown gel polish, warm brown gel polish, cool caramel gel polish, our cool honey gel polish, and our light coffee creamer colored gel polish. Matte top coat, glossy top coat, and for natural nails, grab base coat. So we're going to get right into it with grabbing our thumb in our dark brown color. And because these are more sheer, we're going to be doing a few layers of these colors. But first we want to make sure that the first layer is evenly distributed and the entire base of the nail is coated evenly. And then we can cure it for 60 seconds. Now, with doing these nails yourself, if you would like them to be these kind of sheer brown autumn nails, then totally go with that and do less layers. I personally want to build up the colors so that they are a solid nail set, and I am just going to probably apply around 4 layers, curing each layer about 60 seconds. So now I'm curing my last layer, and once you have cured your last layer of color, set it aside for later. Now for our pointer finger, we are going to go in with that EN11 brown color, which is a more rich and warmer brown color. And we're just going to, again, apply that first coat evenly and then cure for 60 seconds. And again, I'm going to be doing this process about 3 more times for this nail. And once you're finished, set it aside for later. Now for our middle finger, we're going to go in with that EN10 kind of cool caramel color. And again, same process as before, doing the even layering and then curing it for 60 seconds. And just repeating that process until we get our desired shade. And once we have reached that, we then cure it for 60 seconds and set it aside. And for our ring finger, we're going to go in with EN09, which is kind of like a cool but still warm honey color. And again, same exact process as before, coating it evenly on the nail, curing it for 60 seconds, repeating that process until we get the desired shade, curing it for the last time, and then setting it aside for later. Our beautiful pinky finger, we're going to go in with EN08, which reminds me kind of a coffee creamer color. I don't know why the lighting didn't really show how truly light this color is, but you can trust me that it is light, or you can also see from the shorts that it is very light. But anyways, again, we are doing the exact same process as with all the other nails, making sure to apply a nice even coat on the nail bed. Cure it for 60 seconds. Build more on top of the color. And once happy, cure it and set it aside. And this is what your nails will look like. And now we're going to grab our matte top coat, and we are going to go through each of our nails and put an even layer of matte top coat on all of them. We only need 1 layer on each nail. Of course, curing for 60 seconds, and your nails should look frosty. And again, we are just going to be doing this to every single one of our nails. And as we do this part, and you can see how I'm doing it if you need to follow along, I will say these nails took me about 2 hours to do with my chronic illness, but I'm really curious if you guys do follow this tutorial and do it yourself. I would love to see your guys' creations, so please tag me in your shorts or your videos and how long it took you to do it yourself, because it would mean the world to me to see your guys' artistic style or version of this nail set and to know how long it took you guys, especially if there are people like me with chronic illnesses that are learning to do their nails and follow this nail tutorial and have a similar time as me and don't feel so isolated when it comes to having a chronic illness. So please let me know, guys. I would be really curious and love to see your guys' work and hear about it as well. I really love this nail set and how simple it is, yet having a nice little design, and for me it just really gives cozy autumn vibes, and I hope it does for you guys too. Now with that completed, we're going to grab our top coat, the glossy top coat, and go in with our liner brush, and on our thumb, starting by the cuticle, we're going to kind of create this angled line that gets thinner at the end so that we can then add our little leaves, and it will look like a plant. And then cure it for 60 seconds, and then I'm gonna go back in with the liner brush kind of with a small bead, and at the end of that line we created, we're going to start creating our first little leaf for our little autumn plant nail design. And again, you can see how I'm doing it. We just kind of create this curved leaf for the body and then drag out the end of it so that it has kind of like a sharp end to it to really give it that leaf vibe, curing it for 60 seconds and then building on the leaves going down. And then what I like to do is continue with that same exact design and pattern going down the stem and kind of fan them out a little bit. Now, as I'm doing this voiceover, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. You guys can watch how I do this on the next few nails while I talk a little bit. I'm going to be perfectly honest. I am slightly struggling with doing this voiceover because my chronic illness is making it difficult and I'm not feeling very well. And on top of that, I'm not able to find a completely silent spot right now. Either there's some background noise or a window's open that I don't know about. So I just want to apologize for that if noise in the background kind of varies, or noise when it comes, or volume when it comes to my tone. It's kind of being challenging right now to record this audio for this video on top of not feeling great and having brain fog to where I'm mispronouncing things. And so if it's distracting or troubling, I do apologize. Feel free to also mute the video if it feels better. I always try to provide a voiceover if I can, just because I feel like it might help those who are both verbal and visual learners, to just kind of explain what I'm doing the best that I can try to explain it. But yes, again, I am sorry if it is distracting or difficult and there is background noise. I would love for it to be a perfectly silent video other than my voice, but right now, with the kind of stuff that I'm working around and dealing with, it's not working great, and I don't feel good enough to just continually keep redoing the voiceover over and over again. So I am sorry, but I hope this tutorial is great enough for you guys to follow along and create your own designs with following it along. And now we in the video are working on the middle finger and trying to just kind of create a nice diagonal abstract line of leaves that meet and touch. And off camera I totally messed it up, but I did this kind of swirl design on half of it, and just to kind of add some dimension and a different pattern to make it pop more. And then, as you see here, of course, curing it for 60 seconds. And then with the ring finger, we are going to then start at the cuticle again, creating another just kind of curved, angled line for that beautiful plant that we kind of get to create with this glossy top coat, which I really like doing this kind of abstract with matte top coat and glossy top coat. If you want a simple nail design but some nail art on it that isn't too vibrant or loud, doing this with matte top coat really can create that. Also, I don't know if it is heard, but my dog is sleeping next to me and she is slightly snoring, so if you hear that too, I apologize, but I'm getting in worse pain and probably won't be able to edit it out myself because I edit all of my own videos, so I do apologize. But anyways, we finished with the ring finger. As you can see, these are what our nails look like so far, and then we're gonna take our pinky finger and we're gonna basically follow the exact same designs that we have been doing on all the other nails, taking part of that glossy top coat with our liner brush, starting at the end of the nail this time, and we're going to pull up and make that curved stem. And just like with all of the other nails, go in with a little more of the glossy top coat and start at the end creating our leaf to work our way down. Unfortunately, I did this entire nail out of frame, so I do apologize for that. So if you need reference on doing each of the leaves again, I would just go back so that you can see it done on the other nails. And just don't forget to cure for 60 seconds. And then once done, your nails are finished. And this is what they look like. I love these so much. I am obsessed with them. They definitely give me Frosty autumn vibes, which I just honestly love so much, and I hope you guys do as well. And thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one.